So today we are going to look at the Terminator 2 Judgment Day from 1991, the theatrical cut versus the director's cut as it is. So one classic film, two versions. So let's see what's different. So starting off, the director's cut is a bit different, as Caralco Pictures no longer exists, so Studio Canal own the rights to this one at the moment. Apart from a little bit of the extended beginning, that's about it. Everything else on the titles is exactly the same. So one thing you may notice is the director's cut has a different colouring, and some DNR. This is the first new scene in the mental institute. Due to copyright reasons, I've had to speed up everything to 5 speed, so be aware of that.
Sure, Dr. Silverman, I'll take care of it.
There we go, just showing the current state of Sarah Connor being beaten up by the guards, which justifies what happens later on to them. So next up, Michael Biehn makes an appearance in a dream sequence. So yeah, that scene does take up a lot of time and pretty much is unnecessary. But it's always good to see Michael Biehn in something. So the next scene up is for those who ever want to know where Robert Patrick got the police car from.
Deep.
There you go, he just got in it and drove off. So next up, the T-1000 finds out the dog's real name. It doesn't end well for the dog.
Knives and stabbing weapons.
So next up is a scene that's in the theatrical cut, but not in the director's cut.
I'm not such a dork all the time.
My CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer. The more contact I have with humans, the more I learn.
And then we get to the extended scene where they take the chip out of the T-800 so we can learn stuff. It also gives them the opportunity they could destroy him. Now, next up is a scene that people were pretty glad that it was taken out. So there we go, the Terminator smiling, or attempting to. I can see why they cut it out. So next up is more scenes with Miles Dyson and his family.
Where he lives. Everything.
That's just showing more that the research has taken over his life. So next up, more scenes in the ammo dump.
Wait till dark to cross the border.
Okay.
So it's just a bit more of a humanizing the Terminator and Aunt John's early life. So now it's the scene where Sarah Connor goes to kill Miles Dyson. There's not that much added there. Now more scenes in Cyberdyne.
Suspect 2, white.
One Mary 23, give me that.
Just more of Miles Dyson and him destroying his research. Now we get to the furnace plant. So this is stuff that was cut out of the theatrical cut, which shows the T-1000 glitching after he'd been frozen, so it did affect him. A lot of it's very convincing, but I don't know why they took it out.
Get out of the way, John! 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 Shoot!
Another scene of the glitching. So that just shows that it was very obvious that that Sarah Connor was the clone. And now probably the biggest difference, the ending. So the theatrical ending has it more open and no one knows what's going to happen, but then the director's cut has the happy ending where it's all resolved and Judgment Day never happens. John and Sarah have a happy family. For that one, I think I do prefer the theatrical cut, but the director's cut has more of a definitive ending. Otherwise, we wouldn't have got the 4 or 5 sequels. Thanks for watching. Here ends the lesson.